Cool. Oh my god, this book gets more and more bent every day. That book. Oh, you know what? I think it'll be fine. I think we're good. I think it's working. Welcome in when y'all get in to this reading, y'all. Oh yeah. You know what time it is. Hold on. I'm getting barraged. There we go. So welcome in when y'all get in. We're gonna fly out the deck. Drama starter inverted. So there is a revolving theme, and I do not like it. Because this drama starter card wants to come out so much. So I'm gonna get a secondary. Or I can get a quad. Doesn't matter. So you are doing what you need to do to detach yourself from drama. From the drama of the past. You're no longer worried about what other people have done. Like, oh my God, they did this to me in the past. You're leaving that paradigm. Thank God. That's what this is coming through with. Yeah. So I think someone's starting to also see the cycle in this, whoever's doing this to you. They have a... Okay, someone was caught praying for you. Because you don't... Damn. They changed their mind about you. Someone respects you now. God's looking at this person like a fucking idiot because you do divination. So you're not into drama. You're not into beef. You're not into fights or squabbles. That's not what you do. You don't care about what someone did in the past. That was their choice, not yours. Whoop-de-fucking do, right? My left foot tingle as I say that. So literally, keep trooping, soldier. What you gotta do, and what you need to do, truly. So someone got caught praying, and now they embarrassed because this person respects you for what you do. P-R-A-Y, by the way, like hands folded or hands out, depending on how you pray. If you don't want your prayers, or if you do, depending on like what you do, right? However it needs to be done, you do. Someone is praying though. So you can get excited because people don't really know who you are. That's why they're being stopped in their tracks. A lot of people are wondering why you're not being the same as you used to be. And it's because you don't really need the old family with your new doors. They should have kept up with you. You didn't need to keep up with them. That's how it's coming out as. But at the same time, you're both like, you and everyone else is like, if these are like old friends, you guys are on different life paths anyway. Like you all have different goals in mind. So y'all are gonna keep having that distance. But someone's excited about you moving forward, that's coming through too. They don't want you to stop. But there's just a lot of mixed in this. There's like a lot of support, and then there's not any like attacking. It's just like not even regret, just contemplation, spiritual core. Yeah, ignoring the call. There's like a lot of people are seeing you live your dream or your life, dream message inverted, and they're thinking about how they didn't live theirs. That's really all that's going on. That's the judgment call. And truth went upright when I put the cards together. So that's the judgment call. People are really realizing that they never really moved forward in their life with their skills and talents, and you reflect that to them. It's like, hey, you could have done what you believed in yourself with, and you would have been fine. And it's no hate. There's no hate. There's no malice. There's a lot of cord removal almost from like the pancreas area. That's how it's coming through. But there's someone who, I don't know. It's coming through so weird. There's someone that their life is established, but it's not as established as it was when they were hanging out with you. I'm not saying that you gave this person anything. It's just like what you added in this person's life made it a bit more fun. So it's like a lot of nostalgia, a lot of reminiscent. Judgment inverted. There's no, yeah. So there is no big judgment call happening right now. It's just a lot of like nostalgia happening where people kind of just remember you for who you are and not who you were. And that's how it's coming through. Yeah, with the Five of Cups inverted. What's this Five of Cups inverted about? The Two of Cups, injustice. So yeah, there's like a second-hand grief coming through. Someone might have been living through you or was living through your actions. Like they were happy to be in your circle, but now they realize that they have to move on with their own life. They got to move on forward. Ace of Pentacles, because you're already where you need to be, Hermit inverted, and you're not afraid to be where you're at, Ace of Wands. So you completed a chapter with how this is coming out with the Ace of Pentacles to the Ace of Wands. That's a chapter completion. You've completed a chapter of your life. Something has come full circle, and you're off to a brand new I want to say a brand new start, but you're on to like an off branch of what you're trying to go towards. You're shooting for your next goal, basically. You're in the energy of cultivating what you want to add onto your plate because your plate has a lot more room on it. With the world and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you right now. So you're in a whole you've made it to your checkpoint, basically. I'm gonna say it that way. You've made it to your checkpoint and you're ready to start building where you're at. And it's just beautiful. There's nothing wrong with where you're at. If things are like slow, it's because you're at the start of a new level of yourself. How do you want to move? Keep lessons in mind. Don't make the same mistake twice or thrice, depending. But you've really done it. Like it's known. Like you are very comfortable in your position. It keeps you afloat. Just doing what you got to do now. Like all things are good. It's beautiful. This is like interesting. Like there's just a lot of nostalgia. Chariot upright, Ten of Swords inverted, Page of Cups, and then the Eight of Cups inverted. You've learned the lessons of self-sabotaging. You're no longer going to self-sabotage. You're no longer in the energy of being a saboteur to yourself. You're listening to your feelings. You're listening to what you actually desire to do, and you're taking the steps forward it without having fear of, oh, this isn't going to work or blah blah blah. You're maturing, and I love this for you. King of Cups inverted, though. You're not solid in how to move forward with what you feel in this new chapter yet, but you're learning how to. With the Page of Cups to the King of Cups, there's not a need for you to walk away from this phase of experimenting with listening to your feelings. You're not matured enough yet to jump out the gate and be like, oh, I'm here. Because if you try to, you would fail, and then you would start off on a bad idea. It's literally coming out right now with that. With the Nine of Swords, you will literally hurt yourself. Take your time. Okay, training wheels are important. Just because you need them don't mean it's bad. Okay, would you rather wreck and fall off a cliff, or would you rather have your training wheels? Let's keep it real. All right, but that's what's going on. You're just moving in this new life. There's not a need to overwork yourself. With the Eight of Pentacles inverted, you might feel like you need to work a lot because of the lack of achievements that you have right now. Don't. That's how you fuck things up. Just know that you're building your achievements right now with the Page of Swords. Just know that right now. Queen of Swords inverted. Don't put bad thoughts though, because you might have started off on a bad foot, like, oh, I have to do all this. I have to do all this right now and all this on all that, but you don't. Calm your mind at this time. What is going on over there? This has a lot to do with your heart needs to be shown on the physical. Just make just make notes. Make like a vision board or something that will motivate you to do what you need to do. Don't just think that you have to do everything off bat. Okay? Right now is just the getting used to what you want. Yeah, with the Four of Wands, just be more engaged with a stable mind. What brings ease to your mind? Oh, let me go take a nap before I pop up for this meeting. Go take a nap before you pop up for that meeting. You know, let me take time to go to the park, or maybe make time to go hang out with friends. Go make time to do that. You need a schedule though. So that's what you're really trying to do, is just planning a schedule, getting used to a new groove, Emperor's new groove. With the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups inverted again, because you've seen the reaction on the physical, how it works out when you are in this over-exaggerated energy. So just keep that solid mind up. With the High Priestess inverted, don't worry about not knowing too much right now. With the Nine of Cups, just know that your wishes are being fulfilled to a Ten of Pentacles. Because you've already put forth the effort. You've already put forth a stable energy in the past. And you know that. So this is a very important thing to remember. Not everything from the past is a bad thing. You know, it's like you're tearing apart a table, but some of the wood can still be used for, you know, other materials. So don't be afraid to use that wood or reuse that wood if you need to. If it's still good, it's still good. If it's not broke, don't try to get rid of it or fix it. You know what I mean? You have the Page of Cups and the Nine of Swords, both upright, and the Eight of Swords. So it is kind of nerve-wracking moving, because not everything is stable, but everything is nurturing. It sounds really funny. Because you're at a stop. With the Chariot inverted, you're not matured enough to drive. You don't have your driver's license yet to move forward. Knight of Pentacles inverted, so don't even try. Again, Page of Swords is just a huge theme right now. And the Fool, just be more childlike within your mind. You know, not everything has to be so stressful. Pay attention to how you are wasting your time, and pay attention to how you're spending your time, because you're doing both. Okay? And then make room by getting rid of the waste of the time, by making room for things that you need to do. That's all this new phase is asking of you, even, is just to really stay focused in on, like, you. Guidance wants to pop out again. I'll get a second one, actually. The same ones that popped out in my angel reading. Did I do those in my angel reading, or I don't remember which reading I did it for. But the same three cards are wanting to pop out. Guidance, Extend, and Inside. So that's the theme. You're being guided to extend what you have inside, or in better terms, you're being led down a path so that you can broaden your horizons, or really see what you are here for on a higher level than you were before, so that you can be self-motivated. Oh, damn it, I forgot about doing that too. I just now remember because I got a message. But this is a good message, y'all. This is a good message. I'll take one more. The gate. You're right there. You are at the gate, which is probably why you feel a little bit stressed out, or like, why can't these things just work out? You're at the gate. You're able to move forward, but the gate's locked. Not because you're not allowed to be inside, but because you don't have the path to the key yet. You don't know how to maneuver this gate just yet. You might think you do, but that's your ego. You see it, but very faintly. So you're needing to really sit back and focus on like how you need to move, or what causes you to move in a certain way. Is it a lack of sleep? Is it a lack of nutrients? Is it a lack of sunlight, exercise? However it is, you need to be able to see what's causing that so that you don't make these same mistakes again. With the thrones inverted and the meter inverted, you might need to spend more time with family or who you consider family. You could be overly stressed out because of a lack of socialization, or extremely stressed out because of too much socialization. However, don't forget to make time for yourself. You're not a slave. You're not supposed to be a slave. And if you feel like you're supposed to be a slave, have fun being underneath the devil's control. That ain't no one's problem but yours. But you really just need to move forward and make time for yourself. So just really, again, just plan. You're in the planning phases of a new life. You're not really meant to move forward, which I feel like you might be feeling a bunch of retrospection. Like there's a bunch of people from your life, old or new, however, just popping in and being like, oh, hey, blah, 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 or like energetically popping in, or however, just seeing memories online or whatever that are reminding you of how far you've came or how you used to be. Not hating who you used to be, because that's a bunch of bullshit. You just move on. You accept and you thank that version of yourself for just being naive and foolish, so that you can move forward in a brighter way. Because if you never were that way, you wouldn't be able to move forward. This is all about strength. Strengthening your willpower is a huge thing you're going to need to be doing at this time as well. That's why you need to rest. You need to get more of your spirit into yourself, because there's a lot of self-doubt with the Hermit even coming out. Yeah. There's just a lot of self-doubt that you still don't have uncovered, or a lot of questions about, can I do this or can I not, that can only be answered by forward movement. They can't be answered in idolization. So even if you are feeling to be meditative, move forward with that meditative actions. Like when you're meditating and you receive like, I'm not doing this, move forward to correct that with the 5 of Sticks. Take control of your life with whatever answers you receive within meditation. Because this isn't, again, this has nothing to do with anyone else. If you feel as if someone else is popping up and like, oh my God, this is blah, 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 that's you. That's you in your brain. That is you in your own fault. You're self-sabotaging, and that's why you're not in this energy, because you're over there in someone else's energy. But you don't realize that yet, so I had to break it to you. 5 of Baskets inverted, again, that's just kind of where that, if you feel regret, it's because you're focusing too much on other things rather than yourself. With the 6 of Sticks, because you are in a victorious energy. With the 3 of Knives, you're just kind of heart-ridden. I don't know, survivor's guilt is like a term that comes to mind, but I don't like that term, because why would you feel guilty for surviving? It's not your fault that someone lacks the skills of anything. That's unfortunately fortunately it's their fault. No one else has to take the blame except for them, so don't take it for them. But strength wants to pop back out again. Make stronger decisions, make better, longer lasting decisions for both your mental, physical health, your spiritual, your emotional health, however. because the wheel of fortune is here out again. There is fortune, there is renown, but you need to be able to trust yourself. With the Eight of Knives and the Father of Knives both inverted, you need to be able to trust yourself. And you know that in the past you didn't make the best choices, but that's okay. You learn. So allow yourself to take this time to learn from it. Son of Knives. That's what the one thing that you're missing is really learning from these things. You're not connecting back to yourself to see the beauty in you nurturing all these things that did not work out, or nurturing all these things that ended up being disastrous for you. You know, there's a lot of good in what happens, but everyone's so focused on seeing the bad. It's like that's your flaw. You have to move past that. But there's no need to feel bad for moving on. There's no need to, like, who gives a fuck? Like, oh, your business blew up and your friends didn't. Who gives a fuck? Maybe they weren't trying hard enough. It ain't got nothing to do with God. If God gave them the idea and they didn't work on it, whose fault is that? That's theirs. You know what I mean? Like, you really gotta nail that into yourself. I don't give a fuck that, oh, well, my business isn't doing as good as yours. Bullshit. Put more effort into it. That's really it. You have the idea, you have the platform, you have everything you need except for your willpower. Just put your will in there. That's all you gotta do. Get more grounded into it. I mean, you can intuitively know that maybe there are some friends around you that kind of have like it's not even a jealousy. It's more of just like, damn, I wish I could do that. But they're happy that you can do it because they wouldn't know what to do with it. So it's not a jealousy. They don't think they could do better, but they just like, they know that you're using your mind for better purposes than them, or you're more confident in self than they are. Because you're learning how to trust yourself. Or there's certain things that you already do trust yourself on that you're just trying to broaden and make stronger in other areas, which is beautiful. You have fire, which is that passion, and then power. So again, it's your willpower. It's your passion and your power. They're coming heavily into play right now. So gratitude, because it's time for you to move forward. That's damn. Look at that. So we have divine masculine, time, truth, divine feminine, release, and shift. It's time for you to move forward in the truth that you already nurture yourself with. If you keep going around saying, oh, I'm God's child, I'm an angel, fucking be one now. Stop saying these words and not having anything to back it up with. Where's your trust? Where's your knowing? Fuck your faith. Where's your knowing? Because you don't know right now. Knowledge inverted. You don't know. You just say these things to boost your will up, but then you use your will for things that don't equivalent to what you're trying to do. So start living in your truth. Your truth is already nurturing you. You're just not outputting your truth. If you know you're here to help people heal, you better start fucking getting knowledge and knowing how to help people heal. What would have helped you heal in those times? Be that. And again, it's no jealousy. There's no jealousy. There's no shadow. There's no karmic path. There's only growth moving forward. So you get to choose if you want to transmute a storm into a safe sail or a safe sail into a storm. That's on you. That's just solely on you. I ain't got nothing else to say. To be honest with y'all, that's the end of the reading. I really don't have nothing else to say. Like, that is just it. If you're picking up on other people in like oh, they miss me, it's just them reminiscing on memories. Move on. You're an extremely sensitive person that can pick up on stuff like that. You got to learn to block that out. But we're going to get to angels, and then we're going to head out because shit. It's just one of them. It's just one of them reads. Thank goodness. But you good. You're solid. You better know you're solid. I don't care what anyone wants to say. Well, no, you are solid because that's why you're on Earth anyway. To be a liquid would be to be an actual angel to travel between the planets and stuff, but to be a gaseous state would to be a god or an Allah or a lord or whatever you would want to call them. We have Ayael, God, the pleasure of man's children. Transformation gives consultation and advisory. Elahia, God, the eternal lasting. Success, protection from magistries. Lekabel, God, the teacher. Intellectual talent provides knowledge. Lauia, the exalted God. Victory, grants victory and protection from lightning. Nememiah, the lovely God. Discernment, general prosperity, the deliverance of prisoners. Saliah, God who stirs all men. Motivation lifts up those who are fallen and humiliated. Aladea, the favorable God. Divine grace cures rage and pestilence, absolves the guilty. Kalilel, the invocable God. Justice makes truth known in court and causes innocence to prevail. Lahaya, the adored God. Obedience causes harmony and peace, calms anger in anyone. And last but not least, Danael, the merciful judge. Eloquence gives answers to those in doubt. Regardless, though, that is the reading. Thank you, angels, for being here. Thank you, Mother, Father, for being here. And thank you, Collective, for being here. I truly appreciate love each and every one of you. If you're interested in any services, I have all those listed below in my website or my email. You can email me. I'll probably redirect you to the website with the link that goes directly to what you're asking about, if it's there. If not, I'll explain it to you. The donation links are in the description. The full moon, new moon donations go throughout all time. Just donate it. Don't make sure your donation has your first, last name, and your date of birth. Regardless of all that, thank you for everything. I truly appreciate love each and every one of you. Peace in the Lamb. It is truly wonderful, and I will see you all later. Goodness.